You see the tweet the social media manager of Panda made? Bro, that's not a real account. It's a parody account. I feel like they'll just blame Nintendo. That's probably the angle they'll go with. It's also probably the safer angle for them from a PR perspective. But Alan has his feet to the fire, like hard. I don't think that'll be enough. He's the Prime Storm and Resub Doodle. Dude, Charles Martinet is dead for real. It was a whole year ago. It literally was not. I just pulled it up in order to ensure he's not dead. Charles Martinet is not dead. You are on the internet right now. You could have Googled it yourself. Thanks a resub, Jock and Aiden. In the Prime. Gunna. Thanks to the Prime. Endings. Look what the Liver King said to Eddie Alvarez on Twitter. Like, recently? Oh, 4 hours ago. I mean, this is kind of, once again, nothingness. Oh. He's showing DMs. I was looking at the wrong thing. Or he's once again preaching that he's all natty and shit. The Liver King drama's wild. It's really not wild. It's like the most unsurprising drama ever. Again, just by looking at the Liver King, everyone should have known. I said it from the get-go. He has, like, HGH bubble gut. It's just not as protruding as most HGH bubble guts. But, like, that's just not an achievable physique naturally. It's just not. And the man is mid-40s. No one mid-40s can look like that. Naturally. Bro, you're not smart for knowing he's on roids. My 3-year-old cousin could have guessed that. That's the whole point. Jesus, what? That's the whole point. It's not surprise. How? What do you mean? Everyone should have known. And yet he's made over $100 million off people believing he is still somehow natty. What are you talking about? I am literally saying what you're saying. Thanks to the resub Shovel R2 Pro in cash in Sweden in the Prime Dark. And the resub Dong. Joe Rogan said it instantly when Liver King first popped up. Most fitness professionals said it instantly. I actually can't think of any fitness industry veterans that said Liver King is natural. I can't think of any. I don't think I saw anyone say that. The only people that believed he was natural were his fans, who propelled him to 9 figures. Okay, what Carnivore MD said about liver? Well, I don't. Can you just tell me? I can't imagine anyone like with any understanding of the fitness industry, even a little bit, would say that Liver King at any point resembled something naturally achievable. The point is, it's just it wasn't surprising news. It was just entertaining news that all of his juicing leaked. I'm very excited to see his statement though, like official one, outside of just his statement to the Daily Beast about it. I really want to know where he's gonna take it. Thanks for the 10 gift subs, dog. Thanks for the generosity, man. And the Prime Soft and the resub delaxing. Bloodborne 2. I'd love Bloodborne 2. That would be amazing. Thanks, resub Irish. And the resub cursed. That was kind of what I thought as well, Colby. I mean, I care that he lied about his steroids and misled so many people to believing that if they followed his 9 tenets that they'd be jacked like him, and buying his supplements that are legitimately useless. That's all fucked. But he did preach positive shit too, like everyone else does. So there were positive aspects where he just dropped cliches that I'm sure could help someone. What's the worst game you played this year? Babylon's Fall. Thanks, resub Luna, Flappy, Danny, and Tier 1 Grand. Thanks, resub Long Haul. Thanks to the Bits Magpie. And thanks to the resub Cubite and Prime Bilbo. Liver King still posting on TikTok like nothing happened. I know. He's only given one statement that I've seen, and it was to the Daily Beast. But like he said, he wants to go on a podcast to talk about it. So you bet your sweet bippy I'll be watching. I really want to see what he says. Thanks to Tier 1. Gotti and the resub Les. What if he wanted to come on the official podcast? I just don't think that'd be a good episode. That'd be very boring. I don't find him personally entertaining. I think his like house tour is entertaining, and he's pretty silly with like eating raw nuts like testicles and all that. But listening to him speak, I don't think is very interesting. It's just very standard, pretentious fitness douche. Just a bunch of cliches stacked on top of each other and then shouting out his brand about hard work. Always in sales mode. Yeah, he always ties it back into a sales pitch. Thanks to Tier 1 Padge and the resub Luxurious, Genghis Khan, Family Guy, and Tier 1 Goody. He's just going to say it wasn't him. But he missed that chance. He already said to the Daily Beast that he's almost thankful for this event. So he already missed his chance to deny it as fake. So he's going to have to somehow address it. Unless the statement to the Daily Beast wasn't him. If he was a businessman, he puts his brand first before anything. Bro, he's got 9 figures. I think what he'll probably end up doing is going dark if this starts to like eat into his actual rep. He'll probably just live off his 100+ million. Plus, as I've learned, he was actually very successful even before becoming the Liver King. He was already very well off. Thanks to Prime Nelly and the resub Atef and Horse and Ringo. Thanks to Prime Hudson. He had to be spending 12K on steroids a month. 12K a month on steroids alone. Yeah, but that's so negligible compared to what he was making. Again, he claims to have been making 100 million a year off of his companies. 12K a month is nothing in that pot. Claims. Yeah, they are his claims. He does have a ton of companies, though, and he very much does have a receptive audience. I think it's a tier 1 motel. Thanks to the resub Big B. Probably total revenue of the companies and not profit. Maybe, but he said he was making. Unless he was just referring to like all the companies combined are pulling that in, not necessarily in profit, like in his pocket. But him saying he made it makes it sound like that was like his like actual profit. Though it really seems unreasonable. Like way too high. You buy anything on Black Friday? Some extension cords. And I bought Tiana Smash Bros. And Pokemon because she wanted those. Thanks to resub Amy. That was it. Thanks to Prime Weddy. Resub Pyre. Thanks to the resub Monk. No, nothing from Panda yet. I did see a post on here and I don't know where it went. Must have been removed. But I saw a post on here from Golden Guardians talking about their experience with Panda. But now that that's not here anymore, I guess I'll take that with a grain of salt. Thanks to the resub Walker and Drunk. Didn't Nintendo comment? No, not that I've seen. Any games tonight? Yeah, I'm gonna do more WoW later on. Just mascots fighting each other. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Thanks, Resub Conquer and the Prime Fluffy. You see Boogie's response to Sunny? No, I didn't even watch Sunny's video on Boogie. Alright, let me see this trailer. Man, they got him in a goddamn Coliseum. Huge.
Alright. That's a go.
Yeah, I just don't... I didn't really like that.
Oh my god, okay.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world. Yay! But there's one problem. There's a human, has a mustache, just like you.
Jack Black's killing it though. That sounds good.
Being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it. Because I don't.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
How? Look at us. We're adorable.
I got this. No problem.
Yeah, I really don't like his voice. Holy shit. I actually dislike that significantly more than I thought I would. I don't know, just like even the way he delivers that line just seems like how I do it during a bad games night. Like sarcastically almost, very lazily. Like there's like no effort put into that. That's just, it just feels like sounds soulless.
There's a huge universe out there with a lot of galaxies. They're all counting on us. No pressure.
The visuals look great though. Eek. I like the visuals. I was not feeling Chris Pratt's voice there. And it's not even that. I feel like he just didn't even try. Like it feels like he didn't even give it a real attempt. Like they just took his first takes from the audition and said, that's good enough. Chris Pratt's so fucking cool. If it wasn't such a like beloved character that already had like a voice to some extent, I don't think I'd care as much, and I don't think many people would care as much. This is like the first time it's been like a character of Mario's pedigree, and it has a pretty underwhelming performance, so it really sticks out. At least in the trailer. Maybe in the actual movie it's better. But yeah, that was not his A game. Here's the tier 1 pop-out in the resub. Maddie, Giovanni, Rivet, hey Tuv, in the prime SpongeBob, in the resub Dath, Lectrix, and Ty, in the prime Verp. Yeah, all adult size Jambo. Thanks for the bits vegan. Probably won't happen, Mac, but maybe. Thanks for resub, Andy. Every single other country's dub has that shit beat. Let me see. Give me an example. I wonder what Japanese Mario sounds like. Hope you're doing well, Tuv. Do French? Alright. Jack Black sounds better. I like the Luigi voice actor. Is it Zenitsu? Ah. Yeah, man, I don't think the Japanese voice actor for Mario is doing much better than Chris Pratt, honestly. What vibe did they want for Mario? Like really laid back and unenthused? Like what was the direction? Try French. Well, actually I want to hear him say wahoo. They just should have had Charles Martinet for every language. Just teach him every language.
Allez, c'est parti.
Alright, let's skip here. I just want to hear Mario, that's all.
Bowser arrive. Nous allons neutraliser ce monstre.
Comment? Regardez-nous! On est adorables!
Je vous fais ça sans problème. Ouais.
That's pretty good. Like that's better. That's just already better. Yeah, I like the French Mario the best so far.
L'univers autour de nous est gigantesque. Il y a tellement de galaxies.
Let's hear his wahoo. Okay, yeah, the French voice actor absolutely fucking killed it. We need that guy. Exit Prime, Mew, Sorrow, and Sleepy. Nerissa, Bryson, and Kat. And Zythal, Kakai, Andy, and the Prime Peace, and Risa, Moop, and Sakurez. And Bits Vegan. Do Italian. Oh yeah. That was a good let's go.
Non so se sai chi sono.
Ma che ci vuole? Che ci vuole? Non c'è problema. Sì. Andiamo Mario.
Not impressed there. How about that wahoo though? Oh! That was an amazing let's go and a wahoo. God. Goodness me. No, I still think French was overall better. But man, that let's go and wahoo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Try Brazil. Christ, how many dubs do they have? Wait, where's the Brazilian one? Ah, no, wait, this is from a month ago. It looks like they don't have the most recent trailer. Portuguese? Oh. Chat just kept saying Brazil, I didn't know.
Tá legal. Vamos lá.
That did sound pretty close to like Martinet.
Non sei se mi conhece.
Sim. Deixa comigo, sem problema.
Vamos lá, Mario! Nossa grande aventura começa agora!
Tira isso, tira isso, tira isso!
I think French and Portuguese kind of popping off here. Oh, so good. Another good Wahoo. Those two seem to be the best. Thanks, the resub, Dean. The bits, kitty. Apparently on... What? What does that even mean? On Twitter, Sneeko fans think you're a smart, undercover SJW and Marxist. Jesus. Just accept the guy you like is a cuck and enjoys child porn. Just say, you know what? I don't care if Sneeko likes child porn and is a cuck. I'm still going to look at him as an alpha male. You don't need to go into this weird delusion. Thanks to the Bits Phantom. And Akio. And the Prime Dowsy. Do you plan on doing a moist meter for Glass Onion? I haven't watched it yet. I might. When it goes to Netflix. I don't feel like going to a theater for it, though. Thanks the resub Roscoe and Malls. Did I miss you cover Alan's response on Twitter? Where is this shit coming from? Alan hasn't responded on Twitter. No one from Panda has. Unless it's been within the last 5 minutes. Nope, Alan has said nothing on Twitter. You guys keep looking at the impersonation accounts. You're like the 10th person to say that. It's people impersonating Panda and Alan. It's not actually them. Yeah, I already talked about Liver King. And the Prime Sharp and Racing. What do you think of Roblox having NFTs and crypto? I didn't know it had NFTs or crypto. I know it has its own stock market, though. Thanks to the Prime Miko. Yeah, maybe you're right, Jay. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know, I prefer watching events as opposed to hosting them. Thanks to Prime owned. No, I haven't finished The Devil in Me yet. Gonna do that maybe this weekend. Thanks to Resub Magic. Thanks to Resub Picarelli. And Sean. And Spider Guy. Did you watch the latest Chainsaw Man? Not yet. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Leos. Hope you had a good day, man. You're gonna moist meter the WoW expansion? It depends on how long it takes me to get... Well, it's gonna take a lot longer than most people since I still have to learn everything. Probably not. It'll take me too long. Thanks at Prime Hadian. But I'm gonna play it again tonight. Keep blasting through it. Thanks at Resub Pylon. You gonna play that Warhammer co-op game, Darktide? Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. What, in your opinion, would be the worst outcome to the Game Awards? Shit, man, I have no idea. There's no game like Deathloop this year, so I don't think there is like a terrible outcome. Deathloop was just a tragedy. Just gonna play it for a day and leave it? What, Darktide? Maybe. But we'll see. I am looking forward to Callisto Protocol. Mm-hmm. Look at Tier 1 Wonderland. Pokemon's not running for Game of the Year. Pokemon's in a different category. Can't remember what it is. No news on the Smash side of things. Just more people coming forward about their experience with Panda. But nothing at the moment. No statement from Panda or Alan. Hopefully soon. Nintendo did make a statement. Can't wait to see what fake account you saw there. Let me take a peek, because I'm sure if Nintendo made a statement, that would have went fucking viral, and I wouldn't have missed it. The last tweet from Nintendo was 2 days ago. Oh, nope, yesterday about the Nintendo Direct. But let's go to a different Nintendo account. They did on Kotaku. Oh, you're talking about the spokesperson. That's not news. That was already debunked by Smash World Tour. I don't know who Kotaku talked to, but whatever they were speaking about is not at all what Smash World Tour was told by the Nintendo reps they talked to. So Kotaku really was wrong. I don't know if it was Kotaku being wrong or whoever they got in contact with. But yeah, we went over that last night. All of that happened last night. Smash World Tour put out an immediate response to that. Basically saying that this is nonsense. That's not what was reflected in our call with Nintendo. Thanks to Tier 1 Vinlada and the Prime Scrublord and the resub Wivmia and Dongle. Nintendo or Panda won't say anything for weeks. Panda has to respond sooner. They're about to start losing their talent. Like, it seems like IBDW is going to be reconsidering that Panda sponsorship. TK Breezy was already looking for other jobs on stream last night. The longer they take, the more that's going to happen to everyone on their payroll. These are 5 gift subs, Nim. Thank you for that. HBox said they're making a statement soon. Okay. Thanks for the resub, Sinless. Of course I'm gonna play Callisto Protocol when it comes out. Did you watch Coffeezilla speak to the FTX owner? Not yet. We talked about the New York Times interview with Sam Bankman-Fried a little bit, though. Coffeezilla posted a little clip from it here. I'll pull it up. This shit is blowing my mind, the way the media is treating Sam Bankman-Fried. A fucking billion-dollar fraud. One of the biggest frauds we've had in a long, long time. And this is the reception.
On behalf of the public, I want to thank you for engaging in it at a time, in truth, when I know you've been advised not to. So thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Sam Bankman-Fried, everybody. On behalf of everybody.
Amazing. He's getting interviews, getting rounds of applause, getting very favorable articles written about him, and the man is a fucking criminal who should be in jail. Crazy. Crazy. Thanks to resub Marcy, Chump, Ophidia, Virtue, and the Prime Boofy. I don't think I'll ever go to Australia, but if I do, I will be sure to check that out, Scorpion. I mean, those things are usually cool, Jay. It's just like I said, I'd rather just watch as opposed to be involved. The audience is AI. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. This is the head of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried. Right now he's going on a little world tour here, doing all kinds of interviews and shit. And the media loves him, even though he is one of the biggest frauds. It's crazy. So weird. Why is that surprising? I think the reason it's so surprising to me personally is because old media always looks for the next thing to attack, whether it's games like, oh, this shooting, the shooter played a game once. Maybe we need to make like 6 articles about violent games or something. Like, they're always looking for something to attack. And now they have the perfect candidate with Sam Bankman-Fried. One of the biggest frauds in history. Billions of dollars wiped out. And instead of attacking him, they are putting his whole ass in their mouth. And sucking the farts right out. All kinds of puff pieces praising him and his character. Calling him a genius and his vision. And it's just such a shame FTX collapsed. Unavoidable, a victim of a bank run. Who could have seen it coming? Nobody. Getting a goddamn tour out of it. It makes no sense. I know he donated a ton. I get that. But even still, they're just tanking their own credibility. Everybody, I haven't seen anyone, literally no like human being outside of journalists defending him. So every piece that Wall Street Journal prints about, oh, actually FTX collapse wasn't fraud, it was he had a bad League of Legends game and people got a little concerned and all pulled out at once. Like, every time they write some stupid piece about FTX and how Sam Bankman-Fried's an angel, more and more people are opening their eyes to how fucking dog shit they are. Like, as a company. Like, normal people. Like, actual just normal people who maybe victim of FTX or know somebody that was a victim of it. I just don't know what they're thinking with these pieces. It doesn't compute. It makes no sense to me. No, he didn't donate to like. Well, I think he did donate to charities as well, but he donated directly to like the media. He donated to political parties. Like he donated directly to the people that are singing his praises. But still, it doesn't make any sense why they would be defending him now. He has $0 to his name. He has less money than every single person in chat right now, at least on paper. He has $0 to his name. He lost all of it in the FTX collapse. So it's not like they can even hose him for more donations. But he also does have rich parents, so he probably isn't like actually at 0. His parents are rich. Thanks to Tier 1 Quest, and the resub Alter, and the Prime Numeral, and Bit Society. No, I can't say I saw that, vegan. What I'm hearing is someone got stupid and lost their money. No, what you're hearing is this guy ran one of the biggest fucking fraudulent Ponzi scheme scams in the like history, like up there with Madoff, FTX, all of it, from top to bottom is a case of fraud, not negligence, not an accident, not an unavoidable tragedy. Just fraud. Did they get in trouble? No. He has not gotten in trouble. That's the whole reason I'm talking about it. He is getting a whole press tour of like positive press. It's so fucking weird. Literally this generation's Enron. No, it was worse than Enron. Actually worse than Enron. Thanks to resub Major, MR, and Hugh. That was wholesome. Thanks for the bits, old school. No, Enron was way worse. What the fuck? It actually wasn't. I can't. Fuck. Who was the guy? Okay, how about I just look it up? I don't even know why I'm about to ask chat. We talked about it when it happened, and now I can't remember the guy's name. Okay, here. Link's not opening. Hold on. Is CNBC down right now? Okay. Oh my god. Go away. Alright. So, after all this, I'll just read it. Newly appointed FTX CEO John Ray III minced no words when filing with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for District of Delaware. In his 40 years of legal and restructuring experience, he had never seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such complete absence of trustworthy financial information as occurred here. And why that's so important when comparing it to Enron is because Ray formerly served as the CEO of Enron after the implosion of the energy titan, and he promised to work with regulators to investigate FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. And he is saying that FTX is worse than Enron. Into the 5 gift subs, Barry. Appreciate that, man. And the resub Adventure, Bin Cypher, and the Prime Suck. 74 bill was lost in Enron. Oh, I guess if you're going to talk about like numbers, yeah, Enron was a bigger collapse. Yeah, that's a fair point. I was talking more like the actual fraud side of things, I guess. But yeah, that's fair. If you're just going to go with like how much money was lost in all of it, yeah, Enron was bigger. who's falling for this shit after the collapse of FTX. That's so pathetic and sad. People will just go into the next one, man. FOMO's a real thing, and people are convinced crypto is the ticket to easy money. But what ends up happening every time is they either get rugged, it either collapses, they get rugged, or they just gradually hemorrhage money over time. Very rarely does anyone that doesn't already start rich make money in the crypto space. Now, maybe like 2 years ago, you probably could have made a very pretty penny as just an average Joe getting into it. Like, you were still early enough. But now, you're just constantly hemorrhaging money. Or just outright getting rugged. Do you think crypto is a scam as a whole or could be potential? I've always thought there is a future with it. But right now, it's a guilty until proven innocent basis where anything in the crypto space should be looked at as a scam until they prove they're not. 9 out of 10 projects in the crypto Web3 space are all actual fucking scams. There's the Prime Web and the resubgrued. And there's the Prime Godsend. You have to see EDP's new TikTok? Why, man? Thanks, the resub turtle. I already know he's back there. He goes live like 3 times a day. Thanks, the Bits Vegan. I did, yeah. I watched Alan's video on that. Thanks, the resub Jacob and Spicy. And the resub Nova. And Retribution. And Kaipi. There's a public EDP Snapchat filter. Wow, that's huge. What a feature. There's a tier 1. Spang and the resub Tommy. You see Elon's Apple meltdown? Not all of it. I saw him trying to do like an exposed on Apple, like a secret 30% on everything in their store, as if that was somehow fucking news. Everyone knows that. Fortnite made an entire machinima based on that. But past that, I didn't really see it. I saw he misquoted his own tweet, though. Like, he dropped the source and then completely misread it, I guess. So, like, above the quote tweet on his source, he gave a description that was immediately contradicted on his own source. So I only saw those 2 things. Thanks to Prime Impala. Destroy Human remakes are good, yeah. Both of them are good. Thanks to Resub Sinrith. Any games tonight? Yeah, I'm gonna hop back in World of Warcraft in just a bit. Elon exposing so much shit. What's he exposing? That's a genuine question. I don't know what he's exposing, other than like those goofy t-shirts at the Twitter HQ. Has he exposed anything else? So this seems like a big no. Like, that was just a genuine question. Like, not like a dunk or anything. The only thing I've seen him, like, expose is Twitter HQ had some very cringe t-shirts. Twitter manipulated elections. Can't say I saw that from him. He said that today? Oh, I wasn't really on Twitter today. That would explain it. Facebook was worse. Couldn't say. That Facebook sounds about right. Don't know enough about Twitter, but that definitely sounds like some Facebook shit. Thanks to the Prime, Angelo. You gonna play the second closed beta for Street Fighter? Nah, I'm probably just gonna wait for the game to come out. I'm not like in a big rush or anything. The Neuralink stream is going live if you're interested. I'll just catch the cliff notes later. Thanks to Prime Hujo. You see the Island Boys broke up? The Island Boys broke up? What? Wait, they're brothers. What do you mean they broke up? Oh, goodness. I don't know where you're seeing that, but the Island Boys fell off so hard. When I look up Island Boys, the first thing that comes up is high school basketball. Oh, jeepers. How did they not have the staying power to stay in the mainstream? Oh, goodness gracious. They're not even on the first page. They're not even on the first page. They're overshadowed by 2 different high school basketball games. Oh my goodness. From Staten Island. Why I never. I think the tier 1 Wody. And the resub Justin. It's all over the first page. Fucking where? What? Not for me. If you go to Island... Oh, I was on news. Here, Island Boys all. They're the second. Yeah, even still. Not in the news. Bros using Bing. Don't you ever put that evil in here. I would never. I didn't realize I was still on the news tab though when searching. Thanks a gift sub Wody. No updates on the Smash drama. I was talking about that all at the beginning of stream. I'm hoping we'll have some information tomorrow at the absolute latest. But I guess we'll see. Okay. Did you see the Florida rapper Wide Neck is arrested again? Oh, goodness. What is your favorite game franchise of all time? Final Fantasy. That's my favorite franchise. Cocaine Bear trailer. Fucking fine. This was huge on Twitter. Is it not big on YouTube? Oh, I can't watch this on stream. You do another Fortnite stream for the new chapter? If they're doing an event for it, I might. I always do the Fortnite events because I gotta save Fortnite. I'm the only one who can. But past that, probably not. I just don't like the game. I'm just not really a fan. Thanks to Prime Diego, the resub Thug, Gary, and Chris. You see that video on Twitter of the guy who got shot by his ops and the bullet went into his head, managed to survive, and live streamed on Instagram. Bro, what? No, I can't say I saw that. Thanks for resub Pichu, Super Metal, and Ronnie. I'm super sorry to hear that. That's awful, Wilson. I'm wishing you and your family the best. It's terrible. Innes just posted a tour of Michael Jordan's mansion? No shot. Innes got into Michael Jordan's mansion? Oh my god. Wait, that is so hype. He's come so far, man. There's nowhere Innes can't tour. He could probably tour the International Space Station. All right, I'll take a quick peek. Just a little look see.
The Windy City, the second city, and the city of big shoulders. Today, I can think of no bigger shoulders than those of one of Chicago's greatest sons, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Widely considered to be the greatest basketball player of all time, MJ.
And also widely considered to be one of the worst tippers of all time by anyone in the food industry. I like Michael Jordan, I'll preface by saying that, but I have read so many stories about how he just like outright refuses to tip waiters and waitresses for some fucking reason. Apparently he's kind of an asshole.
Is possibly the greatest athlete of all time, and to some, one of the most iconic Americans in US history. Bigger than all of Chicago's great landmarks, Michael Jordan represents the city itself. He has helped shape its cultural significance and been a pinnacle of hope to its people. But Chicago also shaped him.
The Chicago Bulls picked
That's so
Michael
cool.
Jordan.
What the fuck? This actually looks like a level in a video game. Like right before you go into like a haunted mansion or something. What a cool gate.
Chicago Bulls
That's hype.
picked Michael Jordan of the University of North Carolina.
Here is the man. They call him Mr. Jordan in Chicago.
Yeah, let's take a peek at the facility.
That played a huge role in its success, and I'm truly humbled beyond words. Before we start, I want to give big thanks to listing agent Catherine Malkin, to the Michael Jordan team.
Thanks, Catherine.
And Mr. Jordan himself for giving us the honor of touring this stunning property. And now, it is my
So he must be selling then, right? I'm pretty sure Innes only does things that are on the market. So he talked to the listing agent, Catherine, and now they've set this up. I wonder where the fuck he would go that would be able to do another giant gate like that. Well, he's got so much money, he could probably do that anywhere. That's I don't even know what the fuck I was thinking. He has made so much off just his shoe alone.
great privilege to welcome you to 2700 Point Lane in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Let's begin.
He's been trying to sell it for years? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I guess I haven't kept up with the Michael Jordan real estate lore. It comes with its own little river. Yeah, I mean, that's such a specific buyer. There are so many people that love Michael Jordan, especially really wealthy people. I am shocked this hasn't been snatched up already. Like, just having that gate with 23 on it, I feel like they'd lose their fucking minds. Unless he's, like, littered this house with pictures of himself or something that don't come off. Has its own indoor basketball court, like... I'm already surprised that this hasn't sold. This is one of the few mansions that actually looks cool so far. Fucking tennis court, indoor basketball court.
Located in Highland Park, which is a city
Weird
just outside
fountain
of Chicago.
thing.
We have numbers 23 on the gate. Jordan tour with the
Take me in a
entry of
bit.
this property. Nice
I don't
and
need to see
spacious.
everything. I just want to take a
really
quick
like this
glance.
curved glass block wall, bringing a ton of natural light to the space. Marble floors throughout. We have the staircases going
Good
up to the
old-fashioned
second
marble.
floor, and these staircases are connected to each other through the bridge that is right above me.
That looks like a map in Rainbow Six Siege. I can't remember what it's called. Cool layout, though. This actually, I mean, this looks pretty nice.
And now we have these steps taking us to the formal living room area. I really like the volume here. You have your first seating section on this side, leather couches and chairs. Secondary seating section on this side, walls of glass bringing a ton of natural light and facing the relaxing views of the trees and surrounding landscape. We have hardwood floors on this elevated section here. And I want to point out these unique wall sconces. These were made from mufflers, which is super cool.
Why?
Overall, great space. I love the
But
volume
why?
here. You have curved lines throughout. Mood
Hey, my lights are made from
great
mufflers.
space that sets
Cool.
the tone as you walk into this property. Now, I want to take everybody back to the entry. On the left wing, we have a few rooms that we're going to see in a bit. On my left-hand side, we have the staircase going down to the lower level.
Where's
and
the
we have
more,
this door
like,
opening up to the
memorabilia
library. Off of the
stuff?
entry, we have a small seating area.
Damn, that's an old-fashioned phone. Still got like an actual landline in here. You said he's been trying to sell this for 18 years? It does seem kind of dated, I guess, with the built-in tech here. Next they're going to show us like an 8-track player or something and hype it up.
Yeah, beautiful millwork. I really like these leather wrap shelves. Right in the center, we have the fireplace, marble clad, hardwood floors throughout. And on this side, we have the wet bar. If you want more of the clean minimalist look, you can actually use these pocket doors to close off this section.
Oh yeah, don't want anyone to
Next
see
the
that.
wet bar, we have
Just
a
an
half
eyesore.
bathroom, all clad with marble, fabricated vanity design. Later, set up modern light fixtures above, wall sconces, and this side faces the motor court. Now,
Man, there is one of these phones in every single room. Is that just if he didn't want to talk to his family, he could just call them up? It's like, hey, I don't feel like walking over there. My house is 55 acres here.
coming back to the library, again, picture windows, and on each side of this section, we have casement windows if you want to bring some ventilation to the space. Now, this is where we have the second office. Comes with a keypad entry, and this one is actually Mr. Jordan's office.
But why? Why keypad your own office? Like, what the fuck is the point? You can just close the door and tell your guests not to go in there. Or, I mean, Jesus, even just lock it normally. Like, what, you think you're going to come in there with a lockpick?
Incredible space with...
Because of the safe? I guess that's a fair point. But why? I guess that's fair. I guess just an added layer. It is a cool safe.
hardwood floors, custom desk here with unique angles, modern light fixtures above, and on this side we have the built-ins, fridge, open shelving, TV in the center, and we have these picture windows facing the putting green. I can't believe I'm saying this. We're in Mr. Jordan's office right now, and it feels amazing.
Yeah, this is really incredible. He's one of those larger than
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We have the table that are also, speaking of the table and the furniture.
This table does not look very cool, though. I don't really like that. Yeah, not really a fan of all like that open square shit, just looking at the floor. Just see everyone's feet every time you look down to take a bite of food. That seems kind of stupid. I don't like that at all. I'm assuming there's a layer of glass here, right? Because otherwise so much shit's just gonna fall through this. But I can't really tell. I'm guessing there's a layer of glass. There's gotta be.
All the furniture in this house comes with the sale of this property. The only catch is furniture can never be resold. But other than that, whatever you're seeing in this store, you get with the purchase of this home. So I wanted to mention that. Now, that's it for the dining area. We have this.
I wonder if in the history of
Yes,
YouTube real estate tours, anyone's bought a house based on it.
Floating island right in the center. This is where we have the Gaggenau gas cooktops and the griddle. Above that, you have your commercial vent. And this is actually a three-tone kitchen, meaning we have the darker tones on this side where you have the built-ins and the wine facing this 2008. And this
Nothing too
kitchen
crazy about
is
the
part of
kitchen.
space. This family room, massive section.
Jesus,
of
another one of these
facing
phones.
The TV, and below the TV, we have a gas fireplace, all stone clad.
Thanks,
Beautiful
Resub
wood
Crescent.
paneling on the wall,
And Prime Skull.
LED lighting, 24 high ceilings. Michael Jordan's home wouldn't be complete without a place to display his many accomplishments. His legacy
That's
of winning
cool.
began at the University of North Carolina, where as a freshman he
fucking
won the
trophy
NCAA
room.
championship in Mississippi, where his accomplishments were once housed. This room certainly carries a lot of weight. They used to have the old Bulls logo from the Chicago Stadium right here. It's just an amazing space.
That is cool. I mean, yeah. When you're the GOAT, might as well have a fucking trophy room for it.
Way to 5 feet deep. We have built-in seating, dark plaster. You have the infinity edge on this side. Beautiful views of your backyard. And here we have a stainless steel teak bridge that takes you back to the patio. Now on this side we have an outdoor dining area. Then your
Indifferent on
patio
that.
Extends out. And personally, what I like about the backyard is the fact that it's elevated from the grounds, which gives you a better view of your property. Speaking of the views, around the corner we have an awesome pond, which we're going to cover later in the tour.
So the pond
There's a
actually does
great
come with this
outdoor space
property.
over your back. Great
Nice.
entertainment studio where we have a water feature. This water feature adds up to the tranquility of this room, and I really like that you can access your motor court from here. That way your friends can come over, go straight to your backyard or to your pool pavilion without having to go through the house. Now another detail I want to mention, we have 2 3-car garages on this need. We're done. They're actually built-in cupboards, and they have curtains
That's pretty
in front
nice.
of them to make the room feel a little bit more.
Yeah, so as far as like
On the
celebrity
right side of the
mansions go, this
property
one's not
has
dog
its
shit
own
like most of them.
entrance. We have all
It's got
the
some
doors
goofy
opening up the
quirkiness to
backyard
it,
that we
but
just toured, and up above, kitchen was stainless
it seems fine overall.
steel special room,
Seems pretty cool
hallway,
in most places
taking
actually.
up more guests, you have everything you need. Now, this is a really TV on this side, wet bar here, and on my right-hand side we have the door with a floor.
It just feels kind of old.
It feels like the
Full basketball
living
court in the
area,
house,
movie
cool.
theater.
This is this looks like something out of like a bar from a sci-fi film. That's a pretty cool pool table. And those chairs are kind of going hard. They got some personality on those. This really does feel like a pretty old home. I'm starting to believe that guy that said this shit's been on the market for 18 years.
Their billiards table, residential home. I mean, look at the space here. You have every single piece of equipment you could possibly need.
That is a
And
great
I can only
gym.
imagine the celebrities, the athletes that have worked out in this gym.
Is that a butler in the background here? Who's this? Ennis usually only has his camera guy and no one else. This actually must just be like a butler who's like living here. Nice.
The athletes that have worked out in this gym. It's just a great space, complements the lower level. And I know I mentioned that lower level is the most original part of this home. On this side, we have a bar seating here, down
Oh,
below,
wow.
built-in seating, and it's all
That's fucking cool. Like, that just looks so cool, actually. Yeah, that's hype. That's actually hype. Thanks to the resub kernel and Jeepers in silver.
facing the movie theater. I love the trim work around the screen with LED lighting, and above me we have the famous Jumpman logo, such an iconic brand. And keep in mind, Mr. Jordan built this house in 1995, and he's such a
Okay,
recognized
that sounds
figure.
about right.
He can't just go in public or go to a movie theater. He has to have these amenities within his home, and this is his entertainment level.
It makes sense. He's probably easily the most famous athlete, or probably one of the most famous people of all time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wine cellars
Oh!
we have ever seen on our channel.
The fuck is this?
I mean, where do I begin with the details? You have
Looks like a
stone
giant
floors.
vault.
Entry, we have this center section.
What is up with like
the coolest part of this
super
wine
wealthy
cellar.
people
You
and
can see
wine?
through. Again, now opening, taking us to a
I don't
seating
get
area.
it.
More of these curved lines built in on this, where he used to. Just an incredible space for you to come down.
I mean, it's.
hang
I
out
guess
to
it's
your
kind of cool, but why
glass.
wine?
Facing the front of the property, again, super spacious, stack size bed, left-hand countertops, skylight above, and a deep here, and without a doubt, one of the craziest doors I've ever seen in my life.
What do you
This door looks like shit. This looks like the entrance to the Upside Down. This door actually just looks fucking terrible. I don't really get it. Everything else so far has like had cool design, maybe a bit dated. This is just terrible top to bottom. This is an awful door. No need for so much quirkiness. Just put a normal fucking door on this thing.
mean the Playboy Mansion in Chicago?
The original one that was located in
Playboy Mansion was.
really like the darker tones here with the hardwood floors.
Another pool
unique
table.
Wallpaper on the wall. Right in the center, we have this Brunswick billiards table that really complements the space. Picture window facing the motor court. It's just a nice intimate screen. Projector on this side.
Another
lighting,
theater room.
High ceilings. We have some open shelving here. Fireplace around the corner. And yeah, this is part of your lounge. Now, your dishwasher, full bathroom.
Jesus
And
Christ.
lastly, we have this pivot door. And tranquil. And around us, we have deer, rabbits, squirrels. You feel so disconnected and secluded here.
Wow,
It's
you get
just a
your own
nice
deers
getaway
and
from the
squirrels
city.
here.
And yes, this pond is part of your backyard.
Nice.
Now it gets better. Right on the other side of the property, where we have the rest of the grounds, putting green is located here. Mr. Jordan's office is on the other side.
A putting green's like a
It's
fun
great
thing to
place
do
you
for
take
5
some
minutes.
It's a great it does.
Michael Jordan's wealthy enough where he could actually just have a company come in and make a whole mini golf course once every couple months. Just to keeping it fresh. Mix it up. This is fucking boring. Michael Jordan's probably putted on this thing 3 times and then went to play 18 holes. And then every single time after that, he just goes right to the actual clubhouse. Just boring. Do like a full mini golf course. Commit to it. It's a cool... Like, this was actually a much cooler mansion than I expected. Usually all of these have the worst designs imaginable. This one just is kind of old. Like, some of the shit in it's kind of dated. But other than that, it was... I actually thought it was nice.
Of the Year award.
I'm pretty surprised. Wrong, he's big into golf. Is Michael Jordan huge into golf? I remember he ended up getting sucked into a hole once and had to play against the Monstars, and that was a fucking disaster. But I didn't know he's like fully into golf these days. Things the Prime. Fatal and the resub Bobby and Damp. And the bit Squeak. Thanks for a long time watching, Squeak. Okay, I'm gonna go take a tinkle real quick and then play some WoW. Matt just texted me saying they're ready, so give me just 2 seconds, I'll be right back and fill up my water as well.